Once series is completed, then we'll move on to the data frame, right? Now, first, create a series using a list. How to create a series using a list means, so here I'm going to take a list is equal to apple and 42. Okay, two items I have taken in a list, two items. One is apple and the second one is called as item. Now, s dot pandas dot series of L. S is equal to td dot series of L means this particular list I'm converting as a series. When I have converted this one as a series, now the data will be stored in the column wise. The series means all the data values will be stored in the column wise. So a panda series is like a column in a table. So it is a one-dimensional array holding the data of any data type in a column wise. All the data points will be in the column type, right? So now here, first, this is the first one, apple, and the second value is 42. Everything was stored in the column wise, means all the values were stored in this way. And this is the index number, each index number, right? Now, how to create this one? If you ask what is the type of S, S is pd dot series of L. And if you ask type of S, what is the type of S means, it is going to say that panda series. It belongs to panda series. Okay, if you ask print type of L, if you ask the type of L, what is the type of L? It is a list data type. The list
Recording in
one-dimensional.
progress.
It's a one-dimensional. It is a 1D. Okay. So now here, now I'm going to take like this. List is equal to apple and 42. Same example. Whatever I have considered above. First one is apple. Second one is 42. Same thing I'm considering here. Apple and 42. Now, pd dot series. Earlier, whatever I have done, pd dot series of L. Same to same. Once again, I'm going to do the same. pd dot series. This time, I'm writing index A comma B. Means earlier, what is this one is index is 0 and index is 1. Now this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the index names as A comma B. Okay, the index names are A comma B. The same example with A comma B. Is that clear? Now what is the difference? Now what is the difference between this example versus this example? These two examples are there. What is the difference in the both of them? Now here, most important point comes into picture is index. Index will have name and index will also have the number. Two things are there. Index will have the name, index will have the number. Now, if you remember this dictionary, in the dictionary, whatever the value is getting stored, that value will be stored in a particular key. That key is called as index. Do you remember that dictionary? Yesterday I asked you to prepare the dictionary and come, right? So similarly, here also we are having for the index, name is available. At the same time, index number is available. Now coming to this example, for this example, what is the name of the index numbers? What is the index names? For this example, what is the index name is 0 and 1. They are names. And at the same time, what is the number then? If they are names, then what is the number? Number also 0 and 1. By default, the name and numbers are same. Now in this case 2, in this example, coming to the index name, what is the index name is A and B. These are the index names. And what is the index number for this one? Index numbers are 0 and 1. It is not going to change. Always the index number starts from 0 to 1. Now we are having index name is available. At the same time, index number also is available. If you don't write particularly the index name, By default, the name is number. Both are same. Okay. Now in this case, what happened? A and B are the index names. In this case, 0 and 1 are index names. Now it is going to throw the error that both are not matching. If both of them are matching, it is going to assign the names for that. If both are not matching, it is going to throw the error. Is that clear? Now, how to create a series using a dictionary? Key value, key value, key value. Now, key value, key value. Now I'm going to create a pd.series of the dictionary. Now this one I have created. Now what happened? Each key is considered as the index name and the values are stored in the row wise. Right? Means all the values are one by one. It is storing in this way. Okay. Now, sir, for example, here, this is the key name. What are the key name you have written? For example, you have written ABC also. The same key name will be considered here as the index name. What are the key name? What are the key name you write? It will be considered as the index name. Okay, sir. This is clear. Now, within the values, we are having a single value is there. Multiple values are there. Means like a list of 1, 2. Now, this is the case. Now, here also, it is a value, key value, key value. Now, how it is going to create means same to same. Whatever the value you have given, it will store. The index name followed by the value. Index name followed by the value. That's it. Whether it is a listed, whether it is a tuple, or whether it is whatever it is. So, for example, 2, 3, 4, you have given like this. Right? This key will be selected as the index name, and in that index name, it will store the values. Right? So, this is called as series. Is that clear? Series, how you can create by using the series can be created either by using a list or by using a array or by using a third one is dictionary. Now, this one also is called as a series, and always the series will be one dimensional. One dimension means total number of how many values are there. Okay. Now coming to the data frame. Next one is data frame. Now just to observe the difference. Here I am writing clearly. Just observe the difference so that you will understand easily. Now here D is equal to dictionary, column 1, list of 1 and 2. Column 2, list of 3 and 4. And I'm converting this one as a series. I'm writing the name as series. Now what happens when I write the name as series? This key name will be considered as the index name. And whatever the value is there, it is going to take the value. Again, this is the column name and index of same value. Right? It is going to give like this. Just if I print, I'll get like this. Now, same example. There is no difference in the example. Just observe D is equal to call 1 list of 1 2, call 2 list of 3 4. D is here D, there is no difference. Is that clear? But here I'm converting this one as a series. Here I'm converting this one as a data frame. Instead of series, I'm converting data frame. Now when I convert to data frame, earlier what happened in the series? This key name was considered as the index name. Now the same key name will be converted as the column name, not as the row name. Here it is a row name. A row name, or you used to call as index name. Row name or index name, anything is same. Now the same thing, the key will be converted as the column name, and whatever the values you are having 1 and 2, it will be stored in this way. And this will be going to the column 2 and 3 and 4. It is going to create like this. What is the difference between the series versus data frame? Now, if you ask a question, what is the difference between a series versus data frame? Is series where the keys are considered as the index names, where in the data frame, the keys are considered as the column names. And the values are stored in the row wise. Whatever the value is there, every value is stored in the row wise, whereas the values are stored in the column wise. That is the difference. Is that clear? Right? Got the point, guys? Online students? As one of the student is asking, sir, explain the using array. See, using the array means just here. Earlier here, whatever we have done using the list, the same thing, array, one-dimensional array. Just I'm converting a one-dimensional array to a series. Now, whether you are taking a list, you are taking a list or you are taking an array, the same concept. Each value, for example, I'm taking np dot array of one-dimensional array. One-dimensional array of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I'm converting this one-dimensional array to a series. Now what happens? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are going to get each of them like this. Along with that, what is the index name? You have not given any particular index name. In the question, you have not given the index name. By default, it is going to select the index name as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, you are getting confused, miss 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is the value. First, it will fill the values one after one after one after one. It will fill the values like this. For that, it is going to take the index names. By default, the index names will be this one. If you don't write the index, by default, it is going to take like that. For example, np.array of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, automatically 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and index numbers, index names. They are not numbers, names. By default, the index names will be considered as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever it is displaying here, whatever it is displaying, it will display the name only. Number will not be displayed. Number everyone knows, right? That is the index number starts from 0 to n minus 1. At the same time, negative indexing starts from the reverse order. Positive indexing, negative indexing. That is common. Index numbers are common. There is no difference in the index numbers. Now, but additionally here, we are having the index names also. Is that clear? Array. Now, I have shown you the same example. Why I have taken the same example means I want to show you the difference. What is the difference between the list versus array? There will be no difference between the list versus array. List and one-dimensional array, both are same. By default, it is applying the for loop. Right? Now, similarly, can you see the difference between the series versus data frame? Same example. Example, I am taking the same so that now the concept will be same. So here, whatever the value is there, the entire value will be stored in the row wise, but these values will be stored in the column wise. Right? Now, let us move on. Now, what is the type of DF? If you ask what is the type of DF means, type of S. What is type of S? It is a series. If you ask what is the type of DF means, it is a data frame. Pandas data frame. Where the data frame is a two-dimensional. How many rows and how many columns are there? 2 rows, 2 columns. Then what is the shape? 2, 2. Exactly. Means To be more simplified, series is a one-dimensional array, pandas data frame is a two-dimensional array. Simple. There is no difference. Series is a one-dimensional, pandas is two-dimensional. I mean data frame, sorry. Data frame is two-dimensional. Series is one-dimensional, data frame is a two-dimensional. Now, I've shown you how to create a data frame using a dictionary. Now, let us see how to create using a list. Let us see how to create using a list. Now, what happened? Data is equal to list of nested list. I'm taking a nested list where the nested list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, here what happens? So pd dot data frame. pd dot data frame. I'm going to create the data frame. Now, by default, what will be the column names? Here, column names means keys will be considered as column names. But how here it is going to consider the key names, column names means by default names are 0, 1, 2. By default, always, if you don't write anything means by default, it will select. So whenever you want to write the column names, you have to write the columns is equal to column 1, column 2, column 3. So by writing this one, I'm going to get the column names as COL, column 1, column 2, column 3. Sir, I want the index names. Instead of 0 and 1, I want the index names. Then how to write the index names means index. You have to use the index. Names. What is the name you want to give? For the first one, what is the name? A. For the second one, I want to give the name as B. Okay. These three of them are called as column names. These both are called as row names. And 0 and 1 is called as row index number. 0, 1, 2 is called as column index number. Got the point? Is that clear? Yes. So when you are considering the data with a dictionary, whatever the values you are taking, the values will be stored in the column. Each data will be stored in the column. When you are going with the list, then automatically first row followed by second row. Because if the same data, let us assume the same data is np.array. This is two-dimensional only, right? Simply. So two-dimensional means first row should be this one, 1, 2, 3. Second row should be 4, 5, 6. Same answer you are going to get. Right? Is that clear? So either by using a two-dimensional array, the same to same answer. Is that clear, guys? Now, sir, for example, let us take a list like this, sir. Same list, but inside the list, don't give that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have given like this. You have not considered the next list. You have considered a normal list, but you are asking as a data frame. You are asking as a to convert as a data frame. Actually, this has to be converted as a series, but you are asking as a data frame. Now, what happens? It is going to convert as a data frame in this way. Now, all the values will be stored in this way. Now, here in this way, when it has stored, now what is the shape of this one? How many rows and how many columns are there? 6 rows. Column is 1 column. What is the shape of this one? df1 dot shape, which is nothing but 6, 1. Means by default, it is going to take as a two-dimensional. Data frame is a two-dimensional. Sir, now the question 1, 2, 3 asked is fourth record I'll take as a list, nested list. This is a normal list where it is having 4 elements, out of which first one, second one, third one, fourth one is a nested list. Now, if I do like this, you are going to get same to same. Whatever the values you are giving, it is going to store. Now, sir, if it is storing in the same way, then sir, for this same example, okay, keep the example as it is. Instead of data frame, do for the same example series. Same example, let us copy and let us apply the series. Instead of data frame, let us apply the series. Now, what is the difference, sir? Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same answer I am going to see now. Then what is the difference? Now, here this difference is, this is a one-dimensional and this is a two-dimensional. That is the difference. If you ask the shape of this one, now let us name it as df1. and let me name it as df2. Let me name it as df2. Now, if I ask the shape of df1, df1 dot shape, now I'm going to get this one. Let me execute df1, and if I ask the shape, it is going to show as 4,1 because this is a data frame. Now df2, what are the df2 and df2 dot shape? If I ask, it is going to show as just 4 comma. Why it is not showing comma 1? Same data, na? Data is same, means everything should be same, right? Why it is not showing like that? Because here it is not considered in the two-dimensional array. It is not stored in the column and row wise. Just data is stored in the each. Now for this one, if you write the index, write the index names. What are the index names I am going to create is, index names are A, second index name is B, third index name is C, and fourth index name is D. Okay. Now the same index names I'm going to create here also. Whatever I have done here, just copy. And I'm going to do here also the same thing. Now I'm going to write the same. Now here I can add the column. I can add the column names. What is the column name I want to create? The first one is, some name of the column is DS. So I have created a column name called as DS and index names of ABCD. Now, can you create the same thing here, the column name? Columns, whatever you have written here, columns, same thing, same, I'm writing. Columns is equal to list of DS. Now it is going to throw the error. From where you got columns? For series, there is no argument called as columns. For series, only the argument is available is index. Index is the argument. You have to provide the data and you have to provide the index. And if you want to, you can write the data type, right? Whereas coming to the data frame, if I open the same help file, the help file of the data frame, if I click on the help file for data frame, here you can see the word called as columns. Data, index, and columns. Is that clear? Got the point? Yes, the difference is shape. One is one-dimensional, one is two-dimensional. That is the only difference. Remaining everything is same. Right? Got the point? Is that clear, guys? So how to create using a nested list? So you are going to create either using a nested list, a data frame. Okay. Either by using a nested list or by using a two-dimensional array. Okay. So series is created by using a list, by using a one-dimensional array, or by using a dictionary. Pandas also created by using a list and by using a two-dimensional array, 2D array, and by using a dictionary. Right? Is that clear? Venkatesh, instead of clicking on raise my hand, please type your question in the chat box. Venkatesh, please type your question in the chat box. Right? Series will show as one dimension and data frame will show as the two dimension. Right? Is that clear, guys? Now, that is the series and pandas. Now let us work on some of the works on the data frames. Now, generally, whenever we want to work on the one-dimensional data, we'll go with the NumPy. Whenever we want to work on the 2D, then we'll select the data frame. This is easy when compared to NumPy. Yesterday, we have worked on the NumPy two-dimensional arrays, right? And we have seen how to create, how to access the elements within the two-dimensional array, and how to modify the values, or how to extract the values, how to do the mathematical operations or arithmetic operations. All these things yesterday we have seen on the two-dimensional array. When compared to that, this one will be dead easy. So whenever you want to work on the two-dimensional, better choice is to go with the data frame. Right? Now, here, temperature df. See, this is the temperature df. PD dot data frame. I'm going to create a data frame using a dictionary. Within that, there is a dictionary. The data is dictionary. What is this dictionary? Key is city and values are Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. That is Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad. Okay, this is the city name. And what is the second column name is temperature, and 32, 45, 40, and 36. This is the temperature. Okay. And the data frame name I am storing as the temperature DF. Now, if I print the temperature DF, I will get the city name as Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, 32, 45, 40, 36. Because it was created using a dictionary. Whenever I am creating using a dictionary, automatically the key name will be considered as the column name. You don't need to separately write the columns. If you have created using a list or using a two-dimensional array, then you have to write the column names clearly. You have to use the columns. You have to use the word of columns and you have to fill the column names. Otherwise, by default, it will take as 0, 1. So whenever you are using the list or array, then you have to use the word as column. But whenever you are creating a data frame using a dictionary, automatically the key will be considered as the column name. Right? Is that clear, guys? Now, here, the first one, that is city, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad. Temperature is 32, 45, 40, and 36. Now, this is the temperature data frame. Keep this one side. Now, I'm going to create one more data frame, which is called as, this is the first data frame. What is the data frame name is temperature DF. What is this consisting of? City and temperature. City values are Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. That temperatures are 32, 45, 40, and 36. Right? So this is the temperature data frame. Venkatesh, what you are writing on the chat box? Yes, that is the online link. That is the online link for the lab sessions. So what is your question? Venkatesh, are you admin? I think he's admin. You are sharing to the students. Okay. I thought that you are student and you are asking the doubts. Okay, fine. Now coming to the new concept. So temperature data frame where Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, and Hyderabad, where we are having the temperatures as 32, 45, 40, and 36. Right? Now, second data frame, I'm going to create a new one more data frame, which is called as humidity data frame. Okay. Now, this data frame, I'm going to create using the city and using the humidity. Now, this one also Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, and Chennai. This time instead of Hyderabad, I'm having the Chennai. Humidity is 68, 65, 75, and 70. These are the humidity values. This is one more data frame. So I'm having data frame 1 and data frame 2. Two data frames are there. Okay, this is called as temperature DF. This is called as humidity DF. Now, these two data frames, what I'm going to do is option number 1, append. Means I want to combine the data frames. What are the different options to combine the data frames? So heading is how to combine the data frames. Sir, your question, why we have to combine the data frames, sir? In the real life, when we work on the data set, we will get the separately January sales data, February sales data, March sales data. And we want to analyze overall, means first we have to combine them. Individually, if you analyze the January sales, means that is okay. That you are going to store in a separate data frame called as January sales. February sales data you are going to store in the February sales. March sales data you are going to store in the March data frame. Separately you are going to create. And now you want to analyze overall means you have to combine them. Then you can apply the analysis over that. So in order to combine the data, we are going to use the multiple options are there. What are the options means? Option number 1 is called as append. To combine the data frames. For combining the data frames, we are having multiple options. Option number 1 is called as append. Option number 2 is called as concat. Option number 3 is called as merge. Total 3 options are there. One is called as append, one is called as concat, and one is called as merge. By using these 3 options, we can combine the data frames. What is the difference? That is interview question. That is interview question. What is the difference between append versus concat? Or what is the difference between concat versus merge? Let us understand this one. So let us please write in the notes these data frames. These 2 data frames you write in the notes. So that we are going to apply concat function for this, append for this, merge also for this. And we'll see the difference. Done? Now, anyways, I'm not going to erase. Okay, if I erase means it will be difficult for me to write. Now, first one is called as append. Let us start with append. Append. Starting with append. Now, what is meant by append? Append means just add at the end. Already we know, right? Append means add at the end. Whether it is in the numpy, whether it is in the list, or whether it is in the data frame, add at the end. So now here, first one, I'm going to take it as temperature df dot append of humidity df. Means first one is this one. For this one, you have to append the second one. Now what I'm going to get? CT. The first one is temperature df. So temperature df, that is CT with temperature. Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. 32, 45, 40, and 36. For this appending means it is going to add the same city name. City name will be same as it is Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai. Since the same city names is there, so city name inside that it is going to create like this. Now temperature here temperature is there, but humidity is not there. Now what it is going to do? It is going to create a new column called as humidity. And there it is going to create 68, 65, 75, and 70. Now, what about these values? These 4 are not there, and these 4 also not there. These are called as missing values. These are called as missing values. So it is going to give like this. See? Got the point? So this is considered as the missing values. NaN means not available. It stands for not available. That particular value is not available. So this is the way it is going to do the append function. Okay, append will work in this way, right? Now, sir, here city name, the small city, city name is common, so it has added. Let us change the city name to caps lock CIT. Now, different names, right? This is a different name. This is a different column name. Now, let us see how it is going to happen. In this case, it is going to create a separately new column. What if the same column is available means it will add down. If the same column is not available means it will create a new column. That's it. Sir, city name both are same na? Then both are same means before to that, first you have to do the data cleaning, then you have to append. First you have to do the data cleaning. How you have to do the data cleaning? For the temperature data frame, or for humidity data frame, you have to rename the column. How you have to rename the column? For the data frame, how you have to rename? Simply you have to go to here and you have to modify this one. If it is created using dictionary. Sir, if it is not created using a dictionary, then humidity.df.rename. Rename is one of the function is available. So first you have to rename, then you have to concat. I mean, you have to append. Is that clear, guys? If the same name is available, the same name will be continued. The same name will be continued. Now, in this way, how many data frames you can attach, miss? For one data frame, you can attach one more data frame only. So, for example, I'm having data frame 1, data frame 2, data frame 3. Then what I have to do? You can't use the append function. Append function is used to add only one data frame for the another one. Now, what we have to do is data frame 1, data frame 2, first we have to append. And this one, whatever this you have got, you have to store in a new data frame. How to store in a new data frame? Create df3 is equal to. So first it will be appended, and after appending, it will be stored in the df3. It will create in a new variable called as df3. Now, if you print the df3, now df3 you are having. Now this whatever the appended one is there, for this appended one, you are going to add the one more. So at this, using the append function, we can add only one data frame at a time. For one data frame, we can add only another data frame at a time. That is the append function. Okay. So temperature df dot append of humidity df. Right. Now, second option, concat. Now we are going to use concat. Now in the concat, what we are going to use? pd dot concat is the function. And you have to give the list of data frames which you want to concat. So now it is going to concat like this. So then what is the difference between this one and versus this one? Append function also doing the same, and concat also doing the same. Whatever the values you have got, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, same to same now. Humidity you got the same. I mean, append function you got the same answer. Concat also you got the same answer. Then what is the difference means? That is interview question. In the interview, they are going to ask what is the difference between append versus concat. Append function, you can add only one data frame, whereas in concat, you can concat multiple data frames. Infinite number of data frames you can concat at a time. Data frame 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, multiple. How many you are having? All the data frames you can concat in a single shot. That is the difference between append versus concat. In the append, we can append only one data frame. Means we can attach only one data frame to another data frame. But whereas in the concat, we can attach multiple data frames. In the concat, we can attach multiple data frames. That is the difference number 1. One more difference also is there. So here, the concatenation was done row-wise concatenation. I don't want row-wise. I want side-by-side. Means here data frame 1 and data frame 2, it has taken down. I don't want like this. I want data frame 1 and data frame 2 side-by-side. Means city temperature df followed by city and humidity. I want like this. So 2 data frames I want side-by-side. Then you have to write in terms of axis is equal to 1. Axis is equal to 1 means column wise. In pandas, axis is equal to 1 means column wise, which is quite opposite to numpy. In the numpy, axis is equal to 1 means row. Here it is column. Axis is equal to 0 means it is row. In pandas, axis is equal to 0 means row. Means by default, here it has applied the axis is equal to 0. If you don't write also, by default, it has applied the axis is equal to 0. Here it has taken axis is equal to 1. So that is the difference between both of them, which is nothing but one is H stack, one is V stack in the numpy. In the backend, H stack and V stack only is there. Now, sir, np dot H stack, there we have done the np dot H stack, and here we are doing the with respect to in the either you can go with the h stack or v stack, or we can use the concat function also, right? Yesterday we have seen np.concat. So concatenate function is there, and we are also having h stack or v stack. Similarly, here also we are having the same. That is simply by using the concat. Okay, sir. Now here you have concatenate, row-wise concatenation. But what are the index numbers? 0, 1, 2, 3. Again 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, what is the name of this one? Means 0. If I call in this particular data frame, name with 0. If I call with name with 0, this record will be there. At the same time, this record also will be there. These both of them are having name with 0. Both of them are having names are 0. But index numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Index numbers are this one. If I call with the index number 5 means this is the only record. Index number 5. If I call with index number 5 means I'm going to get only one record. But if I call with index name 1 means this record is there. At the same time, this record also is there. Both are having the same index names. But I don't want both of them of same index names. I want to concat, but index name should be different. Then what we have to write means ignore index is equal to true. Means first it will concat. After concating, it will assign the numbers. Okay. Once it is concated, then it will assign the numbers according to that. The names will be assigned according to that. That is the difference. Got the point? Again, let us see the same thing. Let's bring back to this one. Now, let us observe these two. What is the code of this one and what is the code of this one? Just observe. pd.concat, temperature df, humidity df. pd.concat, temperature df, humidity df. Up to this one is common. Here, additionally, you have written the index, ignore index is equal to true. That is the additional one you have written. Now, if you don't write this one, what is the answer you are going to get? Miss 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Miss the as-is of temperature df and humidity df is concatenated like this. Temperature df down, humidity df along with their index names as it is concatenated. Now, what I want to do is ignore index is equal to true. If I write the index is ignore index is equal to true, what happens? Same concat will be done irrespective of this one. It will not select this one. Only this part will be concatenated. Only this part will be concatenated. Once after concatenation, then it will assign the new index names accordingly. That is the difference. Ignore index is equal to true means while concating, don't take their index. Please don't consider their index names. Ignore index means ignore the index names. While concating, forget the index names and concat. After concatenation is done, now you assign the new index names for that. That is the meaning of that. Got the point? Ignore index means while concating, ignore the index previous index values. Whatever the index names are there, ignore those. Right? Is that clear? Now, next one is called as merge. Now, if you observe this one, sir, here I have concatenated where Mumbai is there, temperature 32, but in the first data frame, humidity is not available. Now, in the same thing, concat, the second data frame is not Mumbai. Same Mumbai is available here. Here, humidity is available, but temperature is not available. Sir, I don't want like this, sir. I want Mumbai. Temperature 32. If for Mumbai in the second data frame, same city and that too same record is available, then the humidity value should be considered here. That is 65. It has to consider 65. Next, Delhi. In the second data frame, Delhi is available. Yes, Delhi is available. So here it has to take 45 and it has to take 68. Now Bangalore 40. And if the Bangalore is available in the second data frame, that humidity has to be added here. Now Hyderabad, coming to the Hyderabad 36, second one is available. No, humidity of Hyderabad is not available. So it has to take this one as none. Now Chennai. Chennai, temperature is available? No, none. And this has to take this one as 70. I want like this. Now, if you want like this, then what we have to use means merge. The concept name is called as merge. When you apply the merge function, then you are going to get like this. So what it is going to do, merge function will check whether the same thing is available in the second data frame or not, whether the common things are available or not. If the common things are available, it is going to combine that one. So that is called as merge function. This is one of the most important. I can't say how much most important. That much of important. Blindly, you have to do in the company. Without this merge function, there is no project only. Right? And the same thing is called as joins in SQL. The concept of joins in SQL and here both are same. If anyone working as SQL developer, for them in the interview, they'll get the 100% guarantee question on the joins. Concept is same. SQL joins and data frame both are same. Now, I think, sorry, your batch was not completed SQL, right? Done. So if you understand pandas, SQL is for you one day, just one day. Sir, it is a YouTube thumbnail. No, it is not YouTube thumbnail. Matter also same. Really, pandas, once you understand the pandas very clearly, you will play the game with SQL. SQL is very literally nothing. It is equal to 0. You will feel like that once you understand pandas. Okay. Now let us get into the concept. Now we are having two data frames, data frame 1 and data frame 2. If in the data frame 1, let us take the data frame 1 like this, data frame 2 like this. If in the two data frames, if there is a common column name, if the common column name is available, then only merge function will work. Here, for example, you have created with the city name and temperature. Here you have created age and gender. This is a different data frame. This is different data frame. There is no common thing, right? If there is no common thing, then how you can merge? In this case, merge is not possible. Both are mutually exclusive. They are both are independent to each other. So when they both are independent to each other, we can't do merge. When we can do the merge means whatever the first data frame and the second data frame should have the common column name, one common column name minimum. Then only we can do the merge function. Merge means join. Merge function is applicable only when you are having a common column name. Otherwise, merge is not applicable. If you do the merge also, merge and concat both are same. Answer will be the same. There will be no difference between merge versus concat. Okay. If there is a common column name, then only you have to apply the merge function. Now, when you have applied the merge function, so here we are having with respect to called as left join or left merge. In pandas, it is called as merge. In SQL, it is called as join. Right join or right merge. Inner join or inner merge. Outer join or outer merge. Simply there it is join, here it is merge. So here we are having total 4 types of merges. One is called as left merge, right merge, inner merge, and outer merge. 4 merges are there. Now what is these merges? Just let us understand one by one. First one. Okay, let us start with the first one, left merge. What is meant by left merge? Means whatever you are having left side data frame, whatever is in the left side, that everything should be there along with the common. Along with the common, everything of the left side part should be there. Along with the common left side part should be there. Right merge. What is meant by right merge? Means right side data frame, everything should be there along with the common. Along with the common. And inner merge. What is meant by inner merge means in both of them commonly available. This is called as inner merge. Outer merge means everything. This is called as outer merge. Now, the question is, let us take with an example. Please focus. Don't write simultaneously along with me. Example will be very, very, very simple, right? Now, this one, I'm going to take the temperature DF, and this is the humidity DF. Left side, temperature, right side, humidity. In all the cases, temperature, humidity DF, temperature DF, and humidity DF. Okay, left side is temperature, followed by right side. Sir, how the machine will understand left side temperature, right side humidity means whatever the order you are going to give, the first one will be considered as the left. Second one, whatever you are writing, that will be considered in the right side. Okay. Now, in the temperature DF, okay, in the temperature DF, and I want to apply the left merge. What I have told, what is the meaning of left merge? Everything of the left side along with the common. Now, in your left side, temperature DF is there. In the temperature DF, what is there? CT name. Everything, right as is left side. Whatever is there, right as is. What is the first one? Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad. Temperatures are 32, 45, 40, 36, right? As it is, I have written. Left side, whatever is there, as it is, I have written. Now, in the second one, what is the common city name is available? Mumbai is available in the second one. Humidity? Yes, it is available. What is the value for Mumbai? 68. For Delhi, what is the answer? For Delhi, 65. For Bangalore, 70. For Hyderabad, Mumbai is 65. Delhi, what is the Delhi value? 68. Bangalore, 75. Hyderabad, humidity. In the humidity, Hyderabad available? No. Right? NA. This is called as left merge. What is meant by left merge means left side entire data frame you have to consider. Right side, whatever the common thing is there, that you have to consider. Now, Chennai you should not consider. Now, coming to the same question, right merge. Now, what is right merge? Right side, everything should be considered. What is there in the right side? That is city and humidity. That is city. What is the city name? Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai. Humidities are as it is. First, you have to write left side, whatever is the right side, you have to write as it is. Now, common. Whatever in the both of them common are there. That is temperature. Delhi temperature is 45. Mumbai temperature is 32. Bangalore temperature is 40. Chennai temperature is not available. None. This is called as left merge. This is called as right merge. Got the point now clearly? What is meant by left merge? Left side, everything should be there along with the common of the right side. Right merge means right side, everything should be there along with the common of the left side one. Now, what is meant by inner merge? Both should be available. If both of them are available only, it will select. That is city, temperature, and humidity. Now, both of them, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, that is 32, 45, 40, 65, 68, 75. For Hyderabad, this is not available. For Chennai, this is not available. So, it is not going to consider. Both of them should be available. That is called as, commonly both of them should be available. Then it is called as inner merge. Outer merge. Outer merge means everything. Everything. That is city, temperature, humidity. City, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai also. And 32, 45, 40, 36 NAN, and temperature is not available for Chennai. For coming to this one, Mumbai is 65, 68, 75. For Hyderabad, it is NAN, and for Chennai, it is 70. Everything will be considered. This is called as outer merge. Inner merge, left side merge, right side merge, and outer merge. Please take a note. For the same example, these are the 4. Same concept. Instead of merge, if you ask joins, concept is same in the SQL. What is the meaning of left join means? Whatever you are selecting in the left side table, everything should be there, and common thing of the right side table. In the SQL, the data will be in the tables. Here, the data is in the data frames. Data frames are nothing but table only, rows and columns. Clear? Anyone having any question on merge? If you have any question, ask, then you write. If it is clear, only write in the notes. If it is not clear, first you ask the question. If there is no common parameter, no merge concept only. Then merge and concat both are same. Now in the interview, they are going to ask you the question, what is the difference between concat versus merge? So we are going to say that, sir, if the data frame consists of different column names, we are going to do the concat. If the column names are common, then we are going to use the merge. That's it. So append function, concat function, and merge function. Is everything are clear? 3 of them. How to combine the data frames. Now let us see the real-time application. And in the real life, when we are going to apply the concat, I will give a scenario. Now in that scenario, you just tell me whether you are going to apply the concat or whether you are going to apply the merge. Yes. Yes, same. At a time, you can combine only two of them. And after that, again, you have to take. Okay. Using that particular common column name, just let us see the coding part. I will show you the coding part. You'll understand that. Theoretical part was completed. Now let us see the coding part. Now here, so merging, pd.merge temperature df, humidity df, 2 data frames. This is the left one, this is the right one, and common column name, which is the common column name I'm going to consider is city. So it is going to check based on the common column name called as city, and it is going to merge, right? And now, for example, you are having a third data frame, write the third data frame, write the fourth data frame, write the fifth data frame, like this, whatever the thing, and city name, common column name should be there. In all the data frames, common column name, whatever the common column name is there, this one should be common. For example, after the class, you try with the temperature df, humidity df I have created, right? You create one more df called as capital df or something, anything, or rainfall df, right? And you take the Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad or different name. And along with that, you create one more column called as rainfall. What is the percentage of rainfall percentage? And you create one more data frame and try to combine. If the common city name is there, then automatically it is going to add the next column like this, right? If the common city name is there. So city name on city, how is equal to outer? How is equal to outer means nothing but outer join, means which is nothing but outer merge. Outer merge means everything. It is going to combine the everything. Left, just common, pd.merge, temperature df, whatever the code is there, as it is. On city, just instead of how is equal to outer, you have to write how is equal to left. Means what type of merge you want. Then it is going to take left merge. What is meant by left merge? Left side, whatever the data frame is there, everything should be there along with the common parameters. What is the left one? Temperature df, and it is going to select the temperature with Hyderabad. Why Hyderabad is included? Because in the temperature data frame, Hyderabad is there. Right? On means common column name. What is the common column name? Based on which common column name I have to consider? I have to merge. Based on what parameter I have to combine? That is the on. Temperature data frame and humidity data frame, I want to combine based on their city names by using the right merge. Now this time I'm going to get like this. Now if I'm going to use inner merge, common, which is the common, only those records will be selected. Is that clear, guys? Inner merge and outer merge, right merge and left merge. These are the 4 different types of merges. Now, let us take a real life examples. Now in the interview, what they are going to ask you? They'll give a scenario based, like Microsoft exam or in terms of interview. For example, let us take the Flipkart. Example is Flipkart. Now you are having January date. Date is there. That is January 1st, 2023, 2nd January 2023, 3rd January 2023. Like this, you are having up to 31st January 2023. And this says means in terms of turnover, whatever the turnover they have done. So 10 crores, 10.2 crores, 11.4 crores, or something like this, you are having the values. Okay, this is the one. Similarly, February month, 01/02/2023, and the sales, whatever the sales means turnover. And you are having the data up to 28/02/2023. Again, you are having here also 11.1 CR2, some values, whatever the turnover is there. Okay, and similarly, March, you are having the March. Now, in this data, for example, you are having, let us assume these are the 2 tables. Now you are having these 2 tables. Now in this case, you want to combine the data. Now what you are going to do? Either concat or merge, which is your option. Option A is called as concat and option B is called as merge. Which one you are going to select to combine the data frames? How many are going with concat? Raise your hand, please. Concat. Raise. Completely raise, not half. How many are going with merge? Why? What is the reason? Merge. Common column name is there. So for example, if I take the common column name, says is the common, inside that value wise, it is going to merge, column name wise merge. In the column, city is the common column I told you. Inside that Mumbai, it is going to check each value, right? Now, means if you are using on, let us take here, you are going to do the merge based on the says. On is equal to says. Now in the says here 10 CR is there. So here also in the 10 CR, wherever it is there, it is going to merge. No, right? On is equal to says means both of them should be same value, right? What is the meaning of on? On is equal to city means what it has done? It is going to check whether the same name is available. That is Mumbai in this and Mumbai here. Here 10 crores is there means here also 10 CR should be there. Then only it is going to combine. Here it is not merge. Here it is concat. The answer is concat. When you do the concat, automatically you are going to get the January says whatever the data, that is 01/01/2023 and the says records, and it is going to be combined with the February data, and February data will be combined with the March data. March data will be combined with the April data. Like this, you are going to concat. In this case, we have to go with the concat, not the merge. What is meant by merge means common column name inside that values. In the one data, that value is not available. In another data, that value is available. Then you want to combine these two. If you write the same example, let us assume if I write concat, if I concat means I told that first data frame, that is January data frame, it will be concated with the February data frame. And I'm going to get one is date wise, and one is sales. And the first data frame of January dates will be there, followed by the February dates will be there. If I do the concat. Now, if I do the same data merge, what is the answer I will get? Merge means what is the meaning? So pd dot merge, I'm considering pd dot merge. Now within that merge, I'm going to take January data frame and February data frame, and on is equal to, I have to write on is equal to, right? Now what I have to take on is equal to, what is the name? Sales. As per you, the name sales is common, right? So sales, common sales, and I'm writing how is equal to outer, or how is equal to inner. Assume that I'm writing inner join. Now in this common 10 crore, here if for example 10.1 crore is there, or something different is there. Okay, let us assume 10 crore only is there. 10 crore on February 2023. Now what is the data you are going to get? Says 10 crore on January 01/01/2023. At the same time, the same 10 crore we have got on the February 2023, right? This is the one you are going to get. Are you focusing on the value wise? Means exactly 10 crore means 10 crore only, exactly rupee to rupee will be the same. Turnover will be exactly rupee wise. So in this case, we have to go with the concat option, not the merge option. Now, let us take like this. One more example. I'm having first date column like this. The same one more table I'm having. A different table is there. In that particular table, on a particular date, whatever the date here, on a particular date, here sales is there. In the another table, which is the most sold item is there. On that particular day, which is the most sold. Date is common. And sale, and here mobile phone. And on the second, I'm having with respect to mobile phone, and second one is electronics, some kind of electronics. Like this, I'm having up to 31st. On 31st, I'm having furniture, something. Now, in this case, what I have to do? In this case, we have to merge. Then we'll get the data on January 1st. We got a sales of this one, and most sold product is this one. Right? So in this case, we have to use the merge. In that case, we have to go with the concat. When we have to apply concat, when we have to apply the merge means, that depends on the data. What type of data they have given and what type of data we require. Or what type of analysis we are going to do. According to that, we are going to merge or concat. Is that clear? Got the point, right? Now, next one is, we are going to import the data. Now the original data, till now the data frames we have created using dictionary or using array or using list. But in the real life, we are not going to get the data like that. We are not going to create the data. The data will be either in the Excel sheet. The data, whatever the data is there, the data will be either in the Excel sheet or in the CSV files. Okay. Either we are going to have the data in the Excel format or the data will be in the CSV format. These are the two options. Generally, most of the tabular data will be in the either Excel or CSV. Now, the tabular data is considered as the data frame. Data frame is nothing but your tabular data, where it is having the rows and columns table. Data frame is nothing but your tabular data. Right? Now, generally, the data will be in the Excel format or in the CSV format. Now, what is meant by CSV? Many of the students may not know what is meant by CSV. CSV means comma separated values. The full form of CSV is comma separated values. CSV, comma, separated values, comma, separated values. CSV full form is comma separated values, right? Now, what is meant by comma separated values? Let us right click on this and let us see the properties. So here you can see this type of file is a Microsoft Excel comma separated values, which is a .csv. Which file? This file, whichever the file I have selected, liver, right? Now this file, if you go to the next one, this is the second one. If I right click on this and click on the properties, you can see Microsoft Excel worksheet, Excel file. Now, first I am opening the Excel file. Just focus clearly. I'm opening the Excel sheet. That is second one. I'm double clicking on this. Or let me write in front of you. Let me rename this one. Liver underscore Excel. This is the Excel file. Okay. And let me rename this one. Liver underscore CSV. Both are different. Right? This is an Excel file. I'm just opening the Excel file. Now, once I have opened the Excel file, you know already the Excel file, how the Excel sheet will be there, right? Where it is consisting of rows and columns, right? Now, just let me open now CSV file. I'm clicking on the CSV file and I'm opening this one. Now, if I click on the CSV file, again, it is also Excel file only. Then what is the difference? That is also Excel. This is also Excel. Both are Excel only, right? Now, here, if you observe this one, this Excel sheet, whatever the right click on the properties, and if you see, this is the Excel worksheet, and what is the size it has stored means 12.5 KB, and 16 KB is the amount of space utilized in my hard disk for storing this file. 16 kilobytes of the space. So 16 KB file. Now the same data, okay? Now the same data, whatever I'm having here, the same data, that is just observe. Here, whatever the age, gender, TB, DP, TP, and liver patient, and I'm having the records up to number, column, row number is 11. So this is the data. Where this is the data, the same data, now I'm going to store in the CSV. Same data. There is no difference in the data. But if I store in the CSV, now what happens? If I click on the properties, just it is going to use only 744 bytes. Earlier it is how many bytes? Now it is how many bytes? Just right click on this. The same data. Data is not going to change. Right click on this and click on the properties. Can we see both of them? Yes, we can see both of them. So one is here in this case, 12,876 bytes. One is storing just 274 bytes. So that is the reason then Excel will prefer the CSV. Now, okay, sir, CSV is storing the less. Why? Why? What is the reason behind that? Why it is storing like that? And it is showing us the Excel sheet only. Why it is showing us the less? The reason behind that is whatever the values are there, each value 65, the first row, whatever the first row is there, and the second value, the each value are separated by comma. Each value is separated by comma. The values are separated by comma in the backend. When you click on the save button, automatically the values will be separated by comma. That is the reason it is called as comma separated values. All the values are separated based on the comma wise. Okay. Age, comma, gender, comma, TB, comma, DB, comma, TP, comma, liver patient. Each value, each row, in the each row, each of the value are separated by commas in the backend. Now in the Excel sheet, each value is separated by tab space. In between 8 spaces will be there. That spaces we are removing. The difference between both of them is this one. Okay. In the Excel sheet, the values are separated based on the tab wise, whereas in the CSV file, the values are separated by comma wise. So, but if you open the Excel sheet or if you open the CSV, everything will be the same. There'll be no difference. When there will be difference means, for example, this is the data. Now, if I click on this save as, there is an option called as save as. Click on the save as. Now here, once you click on the save as, here there is a multiple options are there. One is CSV file, one is Excel sheet. If you are storing this one in the Excel sheet, it will be saved as the Excel file. If you select this one, it will be stored in the Excel file. If you select this one, it will be stored in the CSV file. If you want, I will show you now once again. Data is this one only, right? In front of you all, I'm going to click on the save as. Okay. And this file, I'm going to save it as liver underscore CSV on the desktop. I'm saving on the desktop. On the desktop, there is no file. On the desktop, I'm saving this one as CSV. I'm selecting the CSV and I'm going to click on the save. Okay, done. Now, just if you open your desktop, on the desktop, it has created the liver.csv. Now the same file, whatever the file is there, now the same file, okay, as it is, the same file, I'm going to click on the save. Save as. This time, instead of comma separated, I'm selecting as the Excel workbook. Name it as liver underscore Excel on the desktop. And the desktop, I'm going to save on the Excel workbook. Okay. Now you can see on the desktop, one is liver underscore Excel, one is liver underscore CSV. Data is same, right? File is same, everything is same. Just I have clicked on the save as only. The only difference. Now, if you open here the properties, it is almost 9,254 bytes, which was used. And here, if I click the properties for this 274 bytes, data is same. Is that clear? So mostly in the real life, in the companies, whatever the data we are having, the tabular data, all the tabular data will be saved as the CSV files in order to save the memory. Okay. Is that clear? CSV file meaning is clear. Comma separated values. In the backend, all the values are separated based on the comma. Now, if you want to load the file, whatever the Excel file or whatever the CSV file is there, that if you want to load in the pandas, we are having simply called as pd.read underscore CSV is the function. Read underscore CSV means it will read the CSV file. Wherever the CSV file is there, it will read. For example, my CSV file. This is my CSV file. What is the CSV file name? Liver underscore CSV is the file name. Whatever the name you want, you create. Now, this file you want to load. Inside this file, you are having, this is the data. This data you want to load in the pandas. This entire data you want to load in the pandas. How to load this one means, just we have to write the code pd.read underscore CSV. pd.read underscore CSV is the function to read the CSV files. To read the Excel files, read underscore Excel. To read the Excel files, read underscore Excel. For reading the CSV files, read underscore CSV. Now, how you have to use the function called as pd.read underscore CSV. And inside this, you have to write the inverted commas. And now here, wherever your file is there, this is your file, and right click on your file. Wherever it is there, in your entire system, wherever it is there, just this is called as path. Okay. This particular file is available in the NIT within that 2 for data science. In that particular folder, it is available. Means in my PC, D drive, within the D drive NIT folder, within that NIT Python for data science. Here the file is available. Okay. You can either copy from here. If you are using Windows 10 or Windows 11 means directly you can copy from here. If you are using some previous versions of Windows, then just you can click on the properties and here you can see the path. Copy the path as it is. Copy means right click and click on the copy. Control C. And just paste it here. Okay. And along with that, one more backslash. And write the file name. What is the file name you want to load? liver underscore CSV file. This is the name. .csv. Along with that extension also we have to write. In this way, just you are going to load the data. Now here you have to use double backslash, not single backslash, double backslash. That is the syntax. You can load the entire data like this. The whatever the data you are having in this CSV file, the entire data will be loaded as it is. Complete data will be loaded. If the data is having any missing value, it is going to give us NaN. For example, this value is missing here. It is taken as NaN. In this way, the entire data of CSV file will be loaded in the pandas. Got the point? Is that clear? So whatever the file name CSV is there, just you can write the path. Along with the path, you have to write the file name plus extension. So that is the syntax. So I have written here path plus file name with your extension, file name extension, that is .csv. Liver underscore CSV is the file name. .csv is the extension. Okay. Is that clear, guys? So here, what I'm going to do is just I'm writing as liver. I'm not using this one. Okay. Now, what is your file name? Just liver. So you have to use only liver.csv. Automatically it will load. This is option number 1 to load the data. Second option, same td.read underscore CSV, same to same. Okay, inverted commas, same to same. Instead of writing entire path, just write your file name and it will exit. It is easy now, sir. Why you have written then this one? This will work only when your file is in your working directory. If the file is not in working directory, it will not work. So see, this is the pandas file. Now my class, the pandas file is this one. This is the pandas.ipnb file which I am working. In the same folder, liver file is also available. Since both of them, Jupyter Notebook and the file, both of them are available in the same folder, that is the reason I'm going to get the answer like this. This is working. For example, let us remove this one. I'm removing this one. It is not there. Cut. I'm cutting and I'm pasting on the desktop. Okay. In my folder, it is not there. CSV file is not there. Excel file is there. This is Excel file. CSV file is not there. Liver.csv is not there. Now, if I execute this code, it is going to throw the error that file was not found. But it will not throw the error because you have given the path now. Whereas this will throw the error. This will work only when your Jupyter Notebook and along with the whatever the CSV file, both are in the same folder. Then only it will work. Simply to say your file, whatever the file, CSV file should be, it should be in your working directory. It should be in the working directory. Then only it will work. Got the point? Is that clear, guys? Sir, in the modules also you have told the same, right? So working directory you have explained in the modules. So in the modules, if that particular module is not available in my working directory, import SRK will not work. Then you told that we have to change the working directory. Similarly, here also you can change the directory. First you change the directory. After changing the directory, then directly you can work on the liver.csv. Either you have to change the directory or you have to write the path. Total 3 options are there. What are the 3 options? Option number 1. Write the file path, whatever the path of the file is there. File path and along with the file name with extension, whatever the extension is there. This is option number 1. Right inside the file path, you have to write the path. Option number 2. Just write the file name with extension. With extension. This is option number 2. Option number 3. Change the working directory. First you change the working directory. Then you write the file name with path. That's it. First you have to change the working directory. Then you have to use this one. These are the 3 different options. whichever the option you feel easy, that is the best option. My choice is this. I will keep the file also in my working directory only. There will be no tension. No discussion of the path, no discussion of working directory, no changing, nothing. If the file is very large and I can't copy that one into my working directory, if the file size is very large, in that case, I'll go with the option number 1. If the file size is very large, means I'll go with the option number 1. If the file size is very small, first I will copy that file into my working directory, then I will execute. Why, sir? I feel easy. That is the reason. That is no rule. There is no rule like that. You can select whichever the option you want. Whichever you feel easy, that is the best option. As per me, this is my option. I feel easy this one. So I'm using this one. If you feel first one is easy, go with the first one as per your choice. Is that clear, guys? In the industry, no one is going to check which one you are going to use. In the industry, what type of analysis you have done, that they are going to check. How you have written the code, how you have loaded the code, they'll not check all these things. These silly things, they'll not work. Right? For example, in my class, whether you are listening, means after listening, whether you have got the job or not, that is only my criteria. Okay. Whether you have entered into the classroom on time, whether you are living off time, whether you have properly dressed, these are not important for me. Finally, you have got job or not. That is important. Final importance is that. Is that clear? Similar way, pd.read CSV, you can load the data or like this. So in order to work this one, so first you have to copy whatever the file is there, that particular file you have to copy into your working directory. Once you copy that into the working directory, then it is going to work. Now here just it is printing, it is not saving. If you want to save, miss, you have to use the df. df is equal to, then it will be saved in the data frame. Then it will be saved in the data frame. If you don't write that one, it will not be saved. Right? Just it is printing. It is not saving. Just it is printing. Is that clear? So let us continue in the tomorrow's class. Similarly, per Excel file also same. Just you have to change the function. Instead of read underscore CSV, you have to write read underscore Excel. Like this, we can load the different types of data. Initially, we'll start with the CSV file. Slowly, in the further classes, we'll work on the HTML file, followed by SQL file, followed by Hadoop file or flat text file. Like this, in the further classes, we are going to do 20 plus real-time projects, right? In some projects, we are going to select a different files. Okay. In the further classes, I will show you how to load all the different types of files one by one. Is that clear, guys? And in the tomorrow's class, we are going to work on this particular data. If once we load the data, what type of analysis we are going to do, that we are going to see in the tomorrow's class. Any questions? By default, yeah, you have to write the CSV file extension also in that. If it is stored in the here automatically by default in the system, it is going to store, you are saying here, right? Pivot.csv, it will be stored here. Here it will be stored, but in the pandas, you have to write clearly. Liver.csv also you have to write. Along with the extension, you have to write. And that too, the extension should be within the inverted commas only. Some people are writing like this. They are writing inverted commas up to here. And after that, they are keeping CSV. And you are going to get the error. So along with the extension, everything should be within the inverted commas. Clear, guys? So you can use double backslash, or you are not interested in double backslash, means 1 forward slash. The second option is this one. Either this or this. Answer will remain same. Syntax is either forward slash or 2 backward slashes. Backward means 2. So for me, copying here, whatever the path is there, copying from here, copy and pasting here is easy. So when I paste, by default, backward slash will be there. So that I'm going to add one more backslash like this. Okay, this is easy. Adding the backslash is easy. Either you can use forward also, as per your choice. Is that clear? You can change the working directory also. You can change the working directory and you can load also. Just import os dot change directory and write the directory wherever your file is located. That path you write here. Now automatically the directory will be changed to that position. Then after this, now you use the pd dot read underscore csv and liver dot csv. Assume that file is in the E drive. In the E, within that your name, whatever your name, something like this. Then first you convert this one, change the directory to this position. And after that, you load the data. Right? That's it. If you're not having any questions, you can leave. If you have any questions, you can ask. What are the questions you are having, you can ask. Done. Abhishek, so we are not going to select anything particularly in the industry. So you can select as per your choice. Next, Kamal. Sir, I'm having problem in the Google Drive. I'm not getting update notes in the Google Drive from 31st March. So after NumPy, I have not uploaded anything. Now I'm going to upload the pandas. Now you can check. Just give me a minute. I'm going to upload the pandas. Whatever we have discussed now in today's class.